Let's travel back in time to the last promotional process in October 2019.
Seems like a lifetime ago, and those involved agreed that maybe it could have gone a little better. In fact, when BMPA polled the membership after the event, it found that a majority believed improvements were needed.
But who would be willing to lead the effort?
Thankfully, a group of volunteers, known as the committee, stepped forward to help. These intrepid adventurers knew that their first order of business was to get more detailed information on exactly what members were thinking about the process.
So, like the cops they are, they hit the streets. Well, not really the streets, but they did hit the patrol room, the board room, the meeting room, and the training room to ask members for their feedback.
Once again, the results were very telling, with 85% of respondents who said they believed changes in the promotional system would lead to positive improvements within the department. And 67% also believed that continuing the current promotional system would have a negative effect on the future of the department.
The message was clear. Change is needed.
With that in mind, the committee did a leadership interest form, which gave them a list of leaders in the organization that were entrusted with reviewing the current process.
Now, armed with some solid feedback, a group of people to help with the work, and a plan of action, the committee was ready to rock and roll.
Unfortunately, the world did not play along with their plans and things came to a screeching halt. But even though they were delayed, they were not defeated.
And as soon as it was safe to do so, they got the subcommittee back together to start on the grand adventure.
Their first hurdle? Determine what the necessary core competencies of a successful leader at Baytown PD are. And through a long and thorough consensus-building workshop, they were able to do just that.
But they were not finished. Oh no, not yet. Because they knew that words can have lots of different meanings. So they couldn't just stop at picking words. They had to define them as well. Once again, they got together for another long and in-depth meeting to clearly define what was meant by each selected word.
And just to show how committed they were to improving the process, the subcommittee met one final time to brainstorm ideas for how the core competencies could be demonstrated in the promotional process.
Which brings us to today, where we have a first-rate list of clearly identified and defined core competencies for Baytown PD and some ideas for suggested improvements. Truly a monumental amount of work completed in a more than challenging year.